What's up, everybody? We are here at Newbury Comics. That's right. I don't know if you can see it in the background. Newbury Comics. It's record store day. Let's get at it. All right. What's up, everybody? So, record store day. Went to Newbury Comics. A little hectic because it started pouring rain out. So, the cool thing is that they brought us inside, which was, I think, unheard of for them. But yeah, they brought us inside because, they were like, it's going to rain. We don't want you guys to get wet. So come on in. They had it well organized. I have to say, well organized. And they had people basically going up by tens. The only thing that sucks, obviously, is if you're looking for a certain record, unfortunately, you might get left in the dust, especially depending how long you got there. And I think I was like 35 people ahead of me, I believe. Something like that. It was like 35 ahead of me. So there was one record I was hoping for. We'll get into that, obviously, with this video. So, yeah, it was pretty well organized. I got to give Newbury Comics credit. They're a record store out of Norwood. Many, many locations, but I went to the Norwood one because that's my home base. And it was a lot of fun. So why don't we start looking at some of the stuff I got. And number one, right, before we get into that, obviously, hit the subscribe button, like the video, follow us on all the social media sites that we have. We'll have that in the description below. So remember, hit the subscribe button and like the video for more. All right, so with that being said, one of the things I grabbed that wasn't Record Store Day related, but I had to have it, was Iron Maiden. It's rock and roll biographies. These guys have done a ton of them. They've done a ton of them. I know there was a White Zombie, there was a Primus, there was various other ones. Most of the time, they're pretty accurate. Sometimes I think they take a little bit of civil liberties with some of the things they do. I don't know. One of the other things I wanted to grab, just because I love Immortal, you know what I mean? And I grabbed a Both's Dread Reaver. I'm into cover songs, and he covers Make My Day by Motorhead. So had to buy it. Dread Reaver. It was only $10. Why not, right? Was that. And then one of my favorite movies of all time. Now, this is the Record Store Day stuff, so this is the exclusives. There was a shit ton of stuff, like there was Motley Crue, all sorts of shit that was there, but I just wasn't interested in a lot of the other stuff. I had a core things I was going for, and one of them is even more Dazed and Confused, right? They found your stash again. It's 420, so it's funny enough that this comes out on 420. Happy 420, by the way, to everybody. So, yeah, it's got, great songs. Free Ride by Edgar Winter Group, No More Mr. Nice Guy, Why Can't We Be Friends, all sorts of good shit on this. It's a good record. I got to get the original soundtrack next. You know what I mean? And then one of the other ones I grabbed was Corey Taylor's. Corey motherfucking Taylor To Be or Not To Be. This has a bunch of covers on it, like Ozzy's Shot in the Dark, Echo and the Bunnymen's The Killing Moon, various other stuff. So I figured I'd grab it. I'm not a huge fan of Corey Taylor, but I can tolerate him for now. He does some pretty good covers, I'm not going to lie. It's crazy to think that 40 years ago, right, it was 1984. I was born 2 years before that, but crazy to think. And they did something special. This is Dio's The Last in Line. It's a picture vinyl disc, 40th anniversary. Why the hell not? I mean, this is a great fucking record. We Rock, The Last in Line, Egypt, The Chains Are On. So much good stuff on here. So make sure if you're going to go out, try to find that. And then this very record is the one that made me wake up at 5:30 in the morning, get to the line at 6 to sit there for 2 hours, essentially 2 hours and 20 minutes to wait for this, because it was all worth it. GBI, that's right. Dave Grohl, Charlie Benante, Scott Ian, doing Bad Brains the Regulator. That's what I'm talking about, man. Fuck yeah. This is why I went. This is why I went. I love collecting things like this. Record Store Day, they used to do all sorts of stuff. You would get like, there used to be another 45 series called Side by Side. They would do like one side would be the cover, the other side would be the original song. Like I had, I missed out on Trivium's I Don't Want to Be Me, which is the Typo Negative cover, and they had the Typo Negative original on there, and I missed out on that one year on Record Store Day, so I was trying to make sure I didn't miss out on this. Fucking so good. Poison, I had the Pantera, the badge from The Crow, and it had Poison Ideas version on the other side. Fucking so cool. And then last but not least, the very last one. It's not a Record Store Day related thing, just something I wanted to pick up. And why the fuck not, man? Zach Sabbath, Doomed Forever, Forever Doomed. Look at this thing. It's like a book, right? Because it's got like pictures, and all sorts of stuff like that. And then it's got your 2 CDs right in the back. See that? 2 CDs. Apparently, I didn't realize it came out in a vinyl version, but pretty badass. And it's got all the classics. Zach and Blasco and Joey Castillo doing all the classics like War Pigs, Paranoid, Children of the Grave, Into the Void. All the shit's right here. Remember, support your local record store, because without record stores, where would we be? Record stores have always been my favorite destinations, whether it was Good Vibrations back in the 80s, whether it was Strawberries in the 90s. No matter what it was, I always supported record stores all the time, and I love it. I love that they do this Record Store Day thing. It's such a brilliant idea. So make sure you support your local record store. Thank you guys for tuning in. Very blessed. Thank you. Remember, hit and that subscribe button. Much appreciated. See you guys next time.